Is it me you're looking for? We are developing film today. Here's the setup. Okay, we're doing black and white film with HC 110, but with the cheap stuff made by Legacy Pro. This is cheaper than the Kodak stuff, but it's the same formula. That's the waste bottle, so once we're done, then we do a stop bath, a fixer, and a hypo clear. But guess what? I forgot the most important thing, the film. Say hi to Sarah.
Hello. Sorry.
Here's your microphone so you can talk to us too. Everybody,
I
say
will
hi
do
to
my
Sarah.
best to read these.
It's all good. I also have the chat on a laptop next to me. Anyway, here's the film, and I got you guys mobile on the GoPro today instead of on the phone. There's the puppy. Let's get this out of here. I already loaded it up in the dark bag. So there you go. We're going to be developing 120 medium format black and white film. Thanks for joining us. My name's Nick. This is where you can help me out if you like what I do. There on my shirt. Thank you for joining us. Ram, I see you're here, dude. Thank you so much. Sorry for the confusion. I tried to set up the live stream beforehand, but anyway, a bunch of technical stuff. Either way, I ended up having to make 2 live stream sessions. So sorry for the confusion, but let's get ready. We have Rolly infrared 400 in medium format in the tank. So let's get the timing going. This is what I do to figure that out. I use the massive dev chart, and it's got a list of combinations of films and developers. So last time, I think I did.
Tell us about 6th Street last night. Was it crazy? Are people out in Halloween yet?
Yeah, how was 6th
What's
Street,
going on?
Ram? Yeah, how's the spooky time season there?
Let us live vicariously through your stories.
So this is what I did last time for Rolly infrared, and I think it was good. I think I did it, this one, maybe I did the other one. I think I might have done it for 9 minutes. It says 6 minutes for this setup, and then 7. I don't remember how I did it last time. Crap. We'll do this one. We'll figure it out. You can do a time temperature conversion. So let's just measure it out. So I need 500 milliliters of developer. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, what did Ram say? Who's got the big guns? 6th Street, what a long night. Oh, we're doing some big boy film? Yeah, dude, we're doing the medium format. So that's what you mean, I guess, big boy guns. Some people are wearing costumes, but yeah, it was pretty crazy because of ACLC, Austin City Limits.
Oh.
Is that going on? See, I'm so out of the loop. Anyway, let's measure out some developer. So if we need at least 500 milliliters of developer, I need to divide that by 32 because I use 1 part developer to 31 parts water. That's dilution B. So 500 divided by 32 is like, you know what? I'm just going to make it easy. What I usually do is I just round up. So I do 20 milliliters. I do 10 milliliter increments for the developer, and then just the rest water. So that'll put us at 640 total liquid. So I'll go up to 620 and then top it off with the HC 110. But anyway, how's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. How was church today? We're at the Church of Film today. Okay, so we got to get up to 620 milliliters of distilled water.
Hey, Lucky Luciano.
Hey, Lucky's here. How's it going, dude?
I don't know. There's only 2 people here.
Only 2? Okay. Well, that's a midday, that's a Sunday stream for you. I'm overcomplicating things, but, you know, might as well make content out of everything. We're making content out of me developing and Sarah chopping veggies.
Well, I'm chopping up that poached chicken.
You're chopping up chicken now?
Yeah.
Guys, don't be afraid about getting chemicals and food together. You're gonna
I'm
be
nowhere
fine.
near you.
You're gonna be fine. Hi from Crimea. How's it going, VHS, with your crazy name, dude? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Developing Film live stream. Bwah, 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 bwah. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so now I've got 620 milliliters of water in there, and now I need 20 milliliters of developer. And the way I do that, just so I can more precisely pour, I use this big old comical syringe thing. get any excess water out of there from when I cleaned it. So you just press air through. And then I've just got a little pinhole prick in here.
Hey, Brock.
Don't talk about my pinhole prick. Anyway, then I can just stick it through the cap and extract some stuff. Brock's here. How's it going? Oh, woo woo wee woo. How you doing, Brock? Thanks for joining us, man. You guys like my new custom shirt? It's a great website. I made it myself with Squarespace. Not today's sponsor because they don't trust me, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's get up to 640. Which is definitely kind of wasteful, you know. I could get away with only using 500 milliliters of liquid, but then, you know, how do you divide 500 by 32? Then you have to do decimals and stuff, and I don't want to have to measure out that finely, you know what I mean? Okay, we're pretty much there. I thought I went way over 20, but that looks like we're at 640 now, so.
Negative influence. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
Justin
has been busy. He was on a shoot yesterday. Today he is recording a podcast with Keaton from Metal Fingers.
Hey, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, say hi. Say hi for me. Yeah, me and Keaton were throwing back and forth the idea of like doing something together, whether it's a live stream or something. But now that I've got my little, you know, my low pro uncut segments, maybe I'll just do that with him, do a hangout thing like I did with Sweet Lou. But yeah, dude, Justin, let me know. DM me what times work for you, because I'm kind of playing it by ear all the time. But I'd be happy to, you know, save some time to, if you want to get on my podcast, it would be fun. And again, thank you so much for reaching out to get me on in the first place, dude. That was a lot of fun. Guys, yeah, if you guys don't know, check out Negative Influence Podcast. He's a great interviewer. It was real natural talking to him. It was my first time ever talking to him. And it wasn't awkward. It was a great conversation, and he's got great episodes with
And that was the one you forgot about too, right?
No.
That was not the other one?
I did another interview with some guy, and I forgot, and I was late to it, but whatever. But he's got great episodes with Grainy Days, Kyle McDougal, me, and now soon Metal Fingers. So go check out the Negative Influence Podcast. Numbers are for nerds. What numbers? The measuring all this?
The developing.
Well, I gotta, you know, I don't want to mess up the film.
Wait, who was that? Lou, who doesn't use measurements?
Yeah, Lou
Or is it
doesn't.
Brock?
Lou doesn't measure anything,
Lou.
I guess. But he doesn't really do black and white, so he doesn't need to. He just does this CS41 stuff. Okay, let's see what temperature this is at. Let's check it out. So I just put my little Taylor thing in here to see what my dev's sitting at. 72.5. Welcome to Niccolo Pro 72.5 FM. The Rock. 72.1. Okay. Well, that looks it. So then we can plug that into the massive dev chart, and it will update our development time. So right now it's at 72.8. So let's edit that and make sure that we click time temp conversion. 70. So we're at 72.1. So just go down to 10, 72. So that puts it at 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, so we're pretty much ready. Oh, I forgot. I got to do a pre-soak with this film. I totally forgot about that. So let's just get that going. And with pre-soak, I just do normal room temperature water. And you'll see why you got to pre-soak this stuff. So I'll get a timer going for 3 to 5 minutes. So like 4 minutes I do. Bing, bing. And start. So now we're just going to let it soak in there for 4 minutes. And then I rinse it until it's clear. There's like a lot of, I don't know, like dark dyes that come off of this film. It almost looks like Remjet when you do this rolly infrared stuff. Almost forgot about that. Yes, we're busy on a show. Okay, where are we at? Just use eyeballology to measure scientifically. Be sure to use safety squints. Yeah. Metal Fingers, MF. No, Ram. There's a great YouTuber, Metal Fingers. He does a lot of. Sorry, I keep looking at. I got the chat over here. He does a lot of film photography news stuff. He's what is his name? Bazooka Mouth on Instagram. He posts a lot of stuff on there. He also has a Metal Fingers Instagram, but I don't think he's as active on his main account. But he seems like a real nice guy. We've chatted a little bit. Lucky says, Sarah chopping veggies. Nick is preparing. Is the developer. Is this a film soup in the making? Maybe. Could be tasty.
No, this is dinner for the week.
Nah, we're meal prepping. I've never intentionally souped film.
I would like to, though.
Yeah,
We've talked about doing a video on it.
It would be fun. I've just like, you know, whenever we go traveling, I keep film in a cooler, and film has gotten soaked before, and then, you know, some of the emulsion will wash away and whatnot. So that's the worst that I've done. Oh, Ram. So Ram did know Metal Fingers. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys, on a lazy Sunday. Oh, cool stuff, guys. While we're waiting for this pre-soak to finish, let me show you some stuff. Dudes, you're going to love this. Oh, my God. Okay. We totally forgot. Like, you know, I'm getting sick of streaming services. You know, there's Netflix, there's Hulu, there's all that. So we pulled the plug on all of it. And we went to the library. And we just picked up all this stuff, dude. So we got some spooky time stuff for spooky season. There's Puppy. I don't know. This is some girl that, I don't know. This seems like some important movie. Sarah picked that. We got Scarface, because I haven't seen this in years. Classic Seven Samurai at the library. Dude, all this stuff for free. Can you believe it? So I'm looking forward to watching some classic Kung Fu. Caddyshack, dude. I had never watched the whole thing. Just like parts of it on TV as a kid, you know? So we watched that already. We watched The Northman and Gremlins, dude. This holds up, dude. This holds up. Great cinematography, great Spielberg film, dude. Freaking heck. Oh my God. Great movie. Gremlins. Oh my God. It's my childhood. It all came back to me, dude. I remember the first opening scene in Chinatown. Anyway, we're turning into library people. Go get it for free. Screw Netflix, you know, screw YouTube, even though they pay me. Screw all this stuff, dude. Just go to the library. Be a cool kid. Yeah. I moved to pirate. Yeah, a lot of people, I've heard piracy is back, dude. Like torrenting is back. You know, I remember the days of LimeWire, Kazaa, Morpheus.
I have so many CDs still from LimeWire.
Brock, you found some exposed, undeveloped film. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, but dude, like, I love watching old, like, just seeing how they frame stuff up, dude. Gremlins. I don't remember. I thought it was gonna be kitschy and like didn't hold up, but dude, like the scenes, the cinematography was great. Like all the sets, everything was great, dude. The camera movements that they did.
The makeup.
Yeah, dude, and like the Jim Henson style, the animatrons and stuff the puppeteering, like, oh my God, what a classic. Okay, here you go. Let me show you guys how the
What are we watching tonight? Scarface?
yeah, we're gonna watch Scarface
I
tonight.
haven't seen that since college.
So check this out. This is how dark this stuff looks when you pour it out. Look at that. It looks like Remjet. Okay, so now I'm just gonna rinse it till it comes out clear. And that's why I pour it into this, so I can check it to see if I got all of it off yet.
Jeez.
Anyway, so yeah, now we're just rinsing. Welcome. How's it going, Sync Gang? Sync Gang. That's kind of hard to say. Okay, let's see, pour number 2. It's got a little bit of a blue tinge, but we're almost there. What am I missing? Medium format. Oh no, no Remjet on this, dude. It looks like Remjet. I'm just rinsing the dyes off of some Rolly infrared. It like always comes out really dark, and so I'm glad I pre-rinse it every time. It's a good habit to do. Make sure you get any dirt and debris off of it. You know, who knows? My camera's probably dirty as heck. So anyway, let's see. How are we looking? That looks pretty clear to me. Okay, I say we're ready to go. Let's get loaded. Too bad I'm not drinking yet. It's too early. Maybe if I was partying on 6th Street, I'd be having some with Ram right now to recover. A little hair of the dog, you know? Ram, did you get to party at all last night, or were you just shooting? And was the whole crew out?
Are you guys still going to Mexico City for
Yeah, isn't that soon?
Halloween? I saw the photo walk you guys are doing.
Yeah, you guys are, dude, that's awesome. You know, I wish I was, you know, sometimes I wish I didn't have a crazy dog and I could travel and do everything I want, but don't forget to like, yeah, everybody, remember to like this stream, hype all my videos. If you leave a like, it'll ask if you hype. I don't know if you can hype a live stream, honestly. I don't know. You need to get Fire Stick and BTV. I don't know what BTV is, but like an Amazon Fire Stick, we have a Chromecast. That's what we use for streaming to the TV. And I don't have a DVD player, but luckily I have a DVD drive on my PC, so I was...
We have a DVD VHS.
Yeah, but it's in storage right
Yeah.
now. So, but anyway, the way we were watching the DVDs was I was putting it into my PC and then using Chrome to Chromecast my entire screen to the TV. And it was messing up a bit, but once I lowered the resolution from 4K on my computer, it started playing nice. Sorry if I'm missing any chats, guys. I'm going to try and catch up with you. Yeah. Okay. Are you, man? I used to go to the library all the time. Yeah, that was me as a kid, dude. Getting all the Monty Python VHSs. That's what we did. Yeah, too many streaming services, man. Sup? How we doing today? What's up, Senpai Sky? How you doing, man? Another practical effect movie that held up good with Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, I feel like I've seen the whole thing, but it might have been a TV take because I don't remember ever like putting it on a streaming service or whatever. It might have been a TV edit version. Don't forget to like, yeah, thank you so much. I need Halloween costume ideas. Well, you could be Bruce Gilden. That's probably what I'm going to be. I don't know. Just like that guy, Tchaikovsky or whatever his name
Well,
is.
last year you wore the prison shirt, the New York jail shirt.
Use an infrared filter to shoot yours. Luciano, yeah. So actually, in this tank, I use an infrared filter, but I also use two other filters because these are infrared trichromes right here. Upcoming video. That might be the next big video that I'm going to do a premiere with and everything. So, yeah, be sure to like the live stream if you like that idea, baby. It should, I've already done 2 test rolls with different filter setups. But this is my first time doing infrared trichromes on medium format. I've done trichromes on medium format, but not infrared. So, I mean, I guess stay tuned. Well, be sure to subscribe to the channel. By the way, if you're trying to chat and it's not letting you, it's because I have it set to subscribers only, just so you know. But yeah, be sure to stay tuned for whenever I put that out, and I'll do a whole rundown on what filters I'm using. I'm not trying, dude, filters are expensive. Freaking, especially if you want to get big ones so you never have to buy duplicates. That was my problem when I first started photography. I was getting 49 millimeter sized filters because we had small lenses, and now you want to get big filters, so I'm getting 77 millimeter ones to fit on anything we got, and then just use step up filters adapters. But anyway, so if you want to get all the trichrome filters and everything in 77 millimeter, you're gonna that's gonna be hundreds of dollars. So what I did, dude, I put it in an order on eBay for like 40 bucks. There was a great listing for a bunch of vintage Kodak glass filters, like rattan glass instead of the gelatin. So we'll see if those work. That's going to be a part of the video. Anyway, I can't wait to see how these came out. What am I missing?
There's a bunch of stuff I haven't been able to keep up. Can I watch this cutting board real quick?
Yeah, get in there. I'm just agitating for a little bit.
And then I'll be done and out of here.
It's all good. You can't leave us. Okay, what are we like? Yeah, don't forget. That's where all the egg cartons went. Yeah, look at all our egg cartons up on the thing. My mom has chickens, as you might have known from my Instagram, so she collects them, she hoards them. Nothing beats physical media. My vinyl collection belonged to my dad. Yeah, I got a lot of vinyls from my parents too.
Do we have anything that's worth anything in our vinyl collection?
I don't know. I've never looked up prices of that stuff. But yeah, man, physical media is fun. Can we use Rodinol instead of balsamico on the tomato? Oh, so you got to see Sarah's sauces, eh? Can tomato? Is that what he said? Yeah. There's a great movie.
I'm making pico.
It's a great movie, Vinci, 2004. I recommend you watching to find a version with English subs. Oh crap, did I just turn off my phone? Push the wrong button. Uh-oh. Just in time, got to the 5-minute mark. See, it's a little hectic developing film and talking to you guys while Sarah cooks. But yeah, we should do some tomato developing. I mean, it's acidic, right? Can tomato develop black and white? That sounds like a good video. The Italian developer. Hey, throw some gabagool on that HP5. Oh, forget about it.
Again, that is a Italian.
Stereotype, I
American
know, but I can use it because I have a vowel in my last name. The remjet looking stuff is a water-soluble dye that acts as an anti-halation layer. It needs to be very dark because of infrared sensitivity. Well, Brock, you're letting us know. That's good to know, man. But yes, you need to wash it all off. Well, I got rid of it, baby. We are still going to Mexico, but when we get back in time to do the Halloween on 6th Street. Nice, dude. You get freaking best of both worlds. Have your cake and eat it too. Go to Mexico and then come back to see all us Americans partying, man. That's awesome.
I'd like to be in Austin for that.
Yeah, but we might be getting hired for a Halloween gig here, but they haven't.
Dragging their feet.
Yeah, they dragged their feet, so I don't know. We'll see. I think they might not want to pay us for that one because they don't really care as much about it. Costume ideas. Every single year as goes Waldo. Yeah, Ram makes a great Waldo. Rat and gel filters for the win. Well, these are rat and glass filters, 3x3. Anyway, I'm pretty much all caught up over here. Lito says, I have the first Black Sabbath 2 albums from 70 and Beatles evolved within the 60s. Nice, man. Yeah, we'll do that tomato video. Okay, we're getting close. And what I like to do before the timer goes off, between steps, I take off the top here and I rinse that over here. Well, now I'm not gonna be able to agitate because the top's off, but.
Don't worry, you agitate me enough.
Sarah says I agitate her enough, so I'll just shake it like this because the timer goes off right after this agitation. So we're at 10, 11. So at 7:16, I'm pouring this out. Sorry, I know it's a little hectic. Here we go. And then a lot of people that use a stop bath, they'll go straight to the stop bath at this point, but I like to do a little rinsey-dinsey. So I'm probably overdeveloping a little bit, but I'd rather overdevelop than underdevelop because this is a more gradual stop of the development cycle rather than punching it in the face with a stop bath. But I figure if I give it a quick rinsey first, that's going to extend the life of my stop bath. And I like to shake out excess water. And now we're on to the stop cycle. Okay, here we go, which is just a minute in this. You know, maybe sometimes I feel like I should just go back to using monobath, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this too much trouble? All right, so Waldo where the camera is epic. This will be year 3. People love it. Year 3 of what, Ram? Of going to Mexico? Or of doing,
No.
Oh, of doing Waldo, okay. The Halloween meet is probably really, really hectic. Pretty hyped though. Yeah, I mean, I hope we can come out. That would be awesome. I'm late. How's it going, Sarah Finn? I was scanning Polaroids from yesterday's road trip to Cedar Key, Florida. Wow, dude, I wish I could go on a film trip, but I'm just stuck here developing film for the internet. Thank you guys so much for joining, man. You know, I appreciate y'all so much. So right now, if you're just joining us, I'm developing some medium format Rolly infrared 400 over here. We're just finishing up the stop bath right now. And then we're going to do a fix and a hypo clear and we'll get to see the results. I barely ever shoot medium format, but I've never done infrared trichromes in medium format, so this should be fun. And I only recently started doing infrared trichromes. Okay, go back to cold, get the stop rinsed off. Bing, bada bing, baby. What am I missing? What camera did you use the medium for? Yeah, I used the M645, Dan. I would have used the Hasselblad, but you get one more set of trichromes with the M645, plus Sarah currently has film in the only Hasselblad back that we have. So it wasn't really available to me. Okay, stop bath rinsed off. Time for the fix. Monobath is a nightmare product. Hey, it worked pretty good. I like the contrast in the grain. You know, sometimes it's nice to have a baked in look, you know. I went through all this trouble of getting all the different separate chemicals for a legit black and white process, but it's so much hassle. I got to bring all these giant jugs out here. You know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had like a Jobo set up and a CP lift, whatever, you know. That would be sick, but oh, I guess my head's cut off. Sorry. But yeah, one day I'll have a nice setup, a nice dark room, and be able to do all that cool stuff. Oh, where are we at? Why don't you use water as your stop only? I don't know, Senpai. I guess I should. I want to make sure, and I've always done it this way, and I'm just a creature of habit. Maybe I should just use water. I don't know. But then, you know, I feel like, you know, how much water do you have to use to really do a stop? Like, how many times do you have to fill and empty it, you know? I don't really know how it works. I don't have the patience to do any, like, actual testing and all that stuff, so I kind of just wing it. And I feel like if I just do a quick rinse with water and then I do the 1 minute with the stop, I don't know. It feels like the best of both worlds. Dan, the guitar man, says, your M645 video is the one that inspired me to get one, and I'm very happy because it's my favorite medium format camera I have. I even got the add-on handle. Yeah, dude, I love the handle. That's why I love it, because I can, you know, just focus, and it's kind of opposite of how you usually hold with your right hand and focus with your left. So it's a little cattywampus, but I think it's a real good value for a camera. It's a little heavy, and they have the plasticky newer ones, which I haven't gotten to use, but I assume they're a lot lighter. And they have the autofocus one too. I mean, but they seem to be pretty reasonably priced on the used market on eBay, you know, and I think you get a lot of value for it. Everybody wants to chase after the 80mm f1.9, which I have, but I kind of want the wider 45mm for it because I like shooting wide. And then I feel like I'd actually be able to shoot street with it. And 645 seems like be good for street because, you know, it's a lot bigger than 35mm, but it's, you know, you get more shots, so you're not feeling like, oh, I can't waste any shots. Seraphin, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Everyone freaking shout out Seraphin, you the freaking boss, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, love it. Thank you, man. So yeah, we're about halfway through the fixer right now. Then we're gonna do a hypo clear to clean off the fixer. 1 minute water stop works fine for most setups. I use it on my 72-inch negs. Yeah, I mean, you know, anything to not have to get like a whole, what do you need, like 10 gallons for every shot, dude, of chemistry? So any less steps that you gotta lug around sounds worth it to me. If you guys don't know, Senpai Sky, you've probably seen his stuff. He's got the old school, like 100-year-old panoramic camera that shoots large format panoramas on 8x10 film, but instead of 8x10, it's 10 by 6 feet, 10 inches by 6 feet. It's a freaking, or 72 inches, so whatever, 10 by 72. There you go, new format, ultra large format panos. Oh, thank you so much, Seraphin. Every little bit helps, and we're trying to make analog fun again. Mafa, be part of the Mafa Mafia. Join at madebylowpro.com and give what you can to help me make analog fun again. But appreciate you, man. Okay, where are we at? 15 is the perfect sweet spot for me. I like the 82.8, which is still pretty damn good. Yeah, I mean, I never shoot wide open anyway, so I don't need the 81.9. I should probably sell it and just get the 45mm. I mean, you know, I feel like the 81.9 is worth more than the rest of the setup, and I don't even need, I don't know, but maybe I'll want to shoot some soft portraiture one day with it, and then I won't have it, and I'm a hoarder when it comes to gear. So I guess I'm just going to keep it for now. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and that's the last inversion for the fix. Now I rinse the top off. Only medium format is the Kodak Brownie Hawkeye. Hey, Hill, thank you so much. La Presti Army represent, dude. How you doing? Hey, well, that ain't bad, dude. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm always disappointed in medium format, and hopefully these shots don't come out and disappoint me. right now, because I'm always just like, why didn't I just shoot 35 mil? You get more shots. Why do I want it to be super high res? I'm shooting film for a reason. You know, I'm not shooting film to, you know, to be perfect, to be super high resolution. And usually, you know, you get a really high resolution shot and you miss focus and you're like, wow, I got a freaking 70 megapixel picture of blur. Good for me. Okay, back into the bottle you go, Mr. Fixer. And then I do another quick rinse. And then it's on to the hypo. Because it's hypoallergenic. Hypo, it ain't a typo. But how you doing? What are we missing here? I might know someone interested in that lens. In the 81.9? Okay, well, you know, maybe I'll consider selling it. I get myself the 82.8 and the 45 maybe, you know? But I don't know. Anytime, I've tried a couple of times to do real street work with medium format. And I think you just got to lean into, like, instead of trying to get candids, you got to talk to people and pretty much do street portraits, which I'm always scared to do because I'm a lot more comfortable just, you know, going for it and not having talked. But I'm good with words. I'm a people person. I got the gift of gab, so I shouldn't be scared of talking to people. Anyway, in goes the hypo for 2 minutes. There we go. I always almost overfill it. I have the 35 f3.5. Ooh, that's even wider. Wow, I might need to get that. I didn't even know there was a 35, dude. God, so what is that equivalent? Is that like, is it like twice as much? I forget. So if an 80 is like a 50, I think it's 1.5 times, right? Because if you do 1.5 times 50, then that gets you to like a 75. So it's, I guess an 80 is a little bit tighter than a 50 equiv. So what would be the equivalent for 645 35 mil? Ooh, and see, this is where you get confusing. Well, wait, 35 mil, but for 645, not on 35. What are you talking about? Too many numbers, too many millimeters, metric, evil. Oh, let's go back to using inches for lenses. Come on. And millimeters for formats. That's what we should do. You know, keep it simple. Got to keep it separated. Hey. Okay. What else we got? Yeah, my favorite 35 millimeter is my Voigtlander Vito CLR. I don't even know that one. Slightly compact, but feels so smooth. Plus it has the 50 millimeter 2.8 scope bar. They have funny names for lenses, don't they? Scope bar. Scope bar. Spaghetti. I don't know, dude. Sorry. I lost you. Okay. Well, we're about to pour the last chemicals back into the bottle, and then it's rinse o'clock, and I get to chill and read chats, I guess. And this has just been sitting here uncovered, so, you know, any little drips of fixer that went in there are now in my body, but that's fine. You know, I am the fixer. You simply adopted the fixer. There we go. Hypo back in. If you don't know hypo gets fix off of film so that it doesn't, like, I don't know. So you get a better archival wash, I guess, because over fixing, what does that do? It like destroys the negative or something like that, hardens it, makes it brittle, gets rid of the picture. I don't know what it does, guys. I'm not a genius. I just play one on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Where are we at? Okay, 35 is like a 21. That's nice, dude, because I shoot with a 20 mil. And, you know, 21 could be fun too. I don't have a 21 mil anything, so. Why subs only neglected stuff? I don't know, because, you know, to get people to want to sub, I guess, you know, because like, if you ain't going to even subscribe to my channel, if you're going to come in here and troll me, then, you know, forget about it. Get lost. You know. If they want to talk so bad, all they got to do is hit the subscribe button. So it's not that big of a deal. Yes, Delixer's Fixer. Where are we at? Close to fish, but I'm also bad at math and research. Yeah. You can pull it off. I often do 35 millimeter, just a thermometer and sink water. What is someone talking about trying to? How hard is it to develop with a cheap kit? No temp regulator, just thermometer for black and white. Yeah, you don't need a temp regulator or anything for black and white. I just go with whatever the temperature is, and I try and compensate through the help of an app. It tells me, you know, how much extra time to add if my developer's colder than 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or how much time to take away if it's over 68 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty easy, not too hard. Shot first roll of black and white in 120 developing takes weeks for black and white here. Dang, where are you, man? That stinks. Yeah, try and get your hands on some chemicals, or even make your own Rodinol or Caffeinol or whatever, dude. You know, you don't gotta spend an arm and a leg to shoot and develop black and white yourself. It is not subs only. I am not subscribed. It tried not letting me chat once. I then subbed and am now unsub chatting. Dude, why'd you unsub, dude? Why are you even here if you're not, if you don't want to be subbed, man? Yeah, what's up with that? You just trying to hurt my feelings over here, dude? Jeez, I mean, if you want to talk to me, doesn't that deserve a sub? Am I not providing value? You know, good, nice, free content, talking about and showing film and the whole process of developing and being a cool, relatable guy on the internet. Doesn't that deserve a subscription? Okay, for scientific purposes. Black and white is an inconvenience. Oh. Yeah, because there's so many machines out there that do automatic C41 developing. So I've talked to one guy who runs a lab in Florida, and they had a machine for black and white, but it broke.
He legit says for scientific purposes. I think he was just trying it. I'm subbing.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing science. Okay, I get it. You're just testing to see if people can work around it. Okay, as long as you resub afterwards. Oh, thank you so much, dude. I'm glad you liked the Rico video. It's not performing that well. I mean, you know, you could do. I feel like I really did a YouTube-y structure for it. You know, I had a 10-second hook, which was like, "This feels illegal. I shot these photos on private property without asking for permission or consent. Why? So why would I do that? How did I get away with it? And am I going to jail?" Ugh. I thought that was a great hook, and then I broke it up. Usually, all my videos are like a long run-on sentence, but I put like title cards in between each segment, and I thought that would help people follow along. But I mean, there's only so much you can do to give yourself a good chance at success on this platform. But then, like, you know, if you make the best video ever about a super niche thing, like taking street photography in Goodwill, you know, who wants to watch that? There's not a giant community of people that are thinking about taking their Rico to the grocery store and making real work with it. So, you know, it doesn't. I guess I got to just make more general, you know, interest videos. What am I even developing? I missed the beginning. Neglected stuff. I'm developing Rolly Infrared 400 medium format right now. Thank you so much, Dan. I only use GF96 Cinestill. What you recommend to try next? I like a high contrast black and white look. Sarah says I just need a Leica. Well, maybe I should just do every video with my Leica Flex SL2 going forward to get more views. Yeah, sounds good to me. Rodinol can be good for contrast. I don't really know. I just use HC110 because it's very shelf stable. It lasts forever. And there's a lot of documented timings for a lot of different films shot at different speeds. So I just use HC110 a lot. Leica in every title will do best. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be a Leica channel from now on, guys. You can't get away from it. Okay, well, I say let's crack it open. You know, usually I let it rinse for 10 minutes, but I feel like I've filled and emptied the tank at least 10 times, so. Hey, babe, you want to come out for the reveal? She said something. I couldn't hear what she said, but you guys can probably hear her. Oh no, I guess she turned her mic off, so I guess you can't hear her. Okay, well, I see frame lines. See? Yeah, it looks like there's density there, so but we'll see once I gotta wash it with some photo flow. First, I like to get the normal hard tap water off of it, so I just shake it off. And then I grab this photo flow. I'm getting pretty low because I don't bother to do the 1 to 200 dilution. I just do that. And then I pour in some water. Hey, baby.
Sorry.
How you's doing? Okay. Now I use distilled water in the photo flow so I don't get water spots after it dries. It's like, just like washing your car. You got to do like all the different steps so you don't look like a scumbag afterwards, Okay, so then 30 seconds of shaking it around like this. Anyway, little Presty Besties, what's up, Fauci? I got my ouchie, I promise. How you doing? I got that jab. The audience, okay, what did I miss? Do Zorky and Fed. I do have a Zorky I could do. Comparisons with the life to retain some dignity while harvesting red dot points. Okay, that's what we'll do. I do have a Zorky, and I have the photo sniper camera, whatever that one is. The audience is fickle. Make the stuff you enjoy and people see your enthusiasm. Real ones will stick around. I know, but dude, I'm also desperate for making this thing blow up as fast as I can. But again, I don't want to be a shill. I don't want to sell out. I love the big haul of camera video we did a while. Thank you so much, Cam. A new one's coming. Let's give you a little preview. I'll give you guys a new thrift video is coming, but this one isn't as serendipitous. Like the last haul I found really was just one haul at a thrift store. While this stuff is stuff I've accumulated over years. There's an enlarger head. Here's 2 graphics cards in boxes, and this box is full of cameras. This box is full of cameras, and here's some cameras in this bin. So I'm gonna be doing a video soon where I sort through it all, and guess how much they're gonna go for, and that have a running total throughout, and then I'm gonna list them on eBay, and you guys get to buy what you want to buy. So that's coming soon. Okay.
Here's one. What's the end game? Y'all saving to buy a place?
Yeah,
Buy
that's.
from British Canada.
Hey, yeah, thanks for joining, man.
Columbia, Canada.
Shed living for the. Hey, well, hopefully we can get more than a shed, but yeah, that's the game plan. I got to start bringing in money so that we can afford a house and I can make a dark room and have a studio and all that stuff. Anyway, you want to hold it for the reveal? You can double tap the screen if you want to see what you're looking at. You gotta slide up there. Yeah, almost there.
Why doesn't this one work? Okay, here we go.
Okay, it looks like we got some density here, and everything's in triplicate because again, these are trichromes. So it looks like I got pretty consistent exposures too, which should help a lot with merging these in post. Okay, whoa. So yeah. Check it out, guys. Infrared trichromes. And a cool thing about the Rolly infrared, see how clear that base is? So one day, another thing I want to do with this Rolly infrared is do positives, black and white positives, because I feel like they would mount and project well. So we'll try that out eventually. But hey, I got myself 5 trichromes here. Once these dry, I'll be doing good, I guess. Anyway, let's go hang these up.
Is this the only roll?
Yeah, it's the only one I've developed. I can get some other stuff going, but I don't think I'm going to marathon the live stream. Yeah, the Hasselblad has still got film in it. We got Roomba going. I can hear myself. It's like we got the whole echo going.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I appreciate you. You're sitting in here watching the live stream. Hey. Okay, well, let's go wrap this up, guys. Got to clean up the kitchen and whatnot. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Got any last questions before we kill the stream? Where are we at? 31 people. God, I got to keep this going and beg for money. I mean, that's what I should do. Okay, where are we at? Cameron says, Droid, I picked up a Xena E with a Helios 44-2 for 10 pounds last week. Wow. That's a dude. Anytime you can get a working camera for that cheap, dude, hell yeah. Yeah, there's an FM2 in the box, I think. I forget what they are. They're FM something. 2 of them are FMs and one's an FM10, I guess, not an FM2. Where are we at? Hello, Chris. I didn't know you were a Swiss Chris over there. Street photography, but every time someone stops you, you dig deeper and ask them about their lives. Show my Zorky. Okay. God, this sounded like a demand instead of a question. We'll go check it out. I got a Momenta too this week. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta bring this with me so I can see what you guys are chatting because I'm talking to a GoPro over here. Let's go get the Zorky. I'll show off the Zorky to Neglected, whatever his name is. Let's see. I know it's noisy in here, guys, but that's just because Roomba's doing its thing. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're pausing Roomba. There we go. Okay. It's so weird hearing myself back a couple of minutes. No, it's all good.
Well, it's on, but it's...
Okay, I think I got the live chat up again in front of me in the room. So, Zorky time. You guys want to see the Zorky, eh? Let me get the professional YouTuber lighting situation set up, though. There we go. Hey, it's like you're on one of my podcasts. How's it going? Okay, here's the Zorky. It's got the case. I don't know what that says. It says 30PKNN for Zorky. It's a Zorky 4. And I took apart the lens and I got it like, it was real stiff. You could barely focus with it, but I got that working good. How do you do the aperture blades on the, oh, you do this, I forgot. You do the front part for the aperture blades. Anyway, it's working, everything over 1/60th of a second. So how does it work? You're not supposed to change the speed until after you advance it, right? Or did I just break it? I'm just kidding. I haven't even changed the speed yet. So yeah, here you go. I haven't messed with this thing in forever. Super cloudy rangefinder. I thought I cleaned that. I like took that whole thing off. I opened up the top part and there's just like a chunk missing from the slow speed escapement that makes it so I can't shoot slow. And like this part was all like, was not pointing to the right things, like to the right speeds. Right now it's at 1/60, so I guess I can do 1/60. But I don't know, that could just be 1/125. I remember having this thing in pieces over in the dining room table. But there you go, that's the Zorky. To hell with 4K. Yeah, I know the 4K has the advanced lever. I think that would be cool. But let's open her up. Let's see what she looks like on the inside. Hopefully there's no film in her. Yeah, there you go. Cheap little Leica clone, you know? And it's got the little thingamabob, whatever, you know? The take-up thingy. But yeah, I should do a video with it. I've only run one roll through this. And that was like back before my channel even started. It was, but I did make a video out of it. It was like some pictures of the chickens in the yard. But yeah, it's cool. I only got this one lens for it. Industar 50, 3.5. So yeah, there's my Zorky. I need a show me your Zorky shirt. That would be funny. Yeah, shirts are coming. You guys want a sneak peek of what? Here, I can't do the screen share, but I can show you one shirt that I was working on. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I'm kind of hemming and hawing. I want to do screen printing, but I don't think I can do multiple colors. So if I have to do single color, I'm probably not going to do this design. But here's a shirt I'm working on. A little sneak peek for y'all. Think to think. It's like the Gildan shirt company, but Gildan, and it's got a bucket hat, which I'm working on. I think I got to do something with the bucket to make it stand out more. But there's one idea. But I don't know, it doesn't really like fit with the rest of the branding of the channel, so we'll see if that makes it. And then I have a couple other things that a friend's helped me with. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have like a choice of designs and then a list of the sizes and colors of shirts that we have. And then you get to pick what size and color and what we print on it and, you know, the pre-orders. And then we'll just batch, get them all done. Instead of like, you know, what if I have multiple designs and then I, you know, put those all on the wrong shirts and then no one wants that design, they want the other design, yada, yada. So anyway, stay tuned. If you want to know when we actually launch all the shirts, that's going to be on our website, madebylowpro.com. you can sign up for our newsletter on there. Subscribe to the newsletter, and then you'll know when we do any merch drops, fun merch drops. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Any last questions before I get out of here? Where are we at? Yeah, you guys are just talking to yourselves. I appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out. I don't know. It was fun. I can't wait to get this stuff scanned and tri-chromed up for y'all, and hopefully that video can be the next one, but we'll see. Don't hold your breath. I might have to pivot and do something else. Anyway, did I forget anything? Is that it? Okay. Well, appreciate you guys jumping on. So go to madebylowpro.com, check out my stuff, and remember, have fun, make analog fun again, shoot more, think less, whatever you got.
Question. Neglected stuff wants to know when you'll do a film giveaway.
I already did one, man, with the Super Double X film. I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway again anytime soon. I feel like, you get a little jump in like, stats and whatever from a giveaway, but then, no one wants to stick around. People just want you for your film, and it just feels dirty. I don't want to have to buy a community. I want them to want to hang out and like the content. You know what I mean? Yeah. I guess that's it. So yeah, remember, whatever you got, you don't need more you don't need more gear. Go out and enjoy the cameras you got, whether they're digital or film. Shoot more, think less. Don't worry about that lens you've been ogling on eBay. Save money, have fun. Remember to enjoy this hobby that we all love. Puppy, you want to say bye to the internet? You want to say bye? You want to say bye? Okay, well, you guys rock. Ending the live stream in 3, 2, 1. Peace out. Okay, I got to hit the button twice.